Wigan's wonderful Premiership adventure continues. The club's first ever meeting with Arsenal, and who would have thought that on November the 19th, Wigan would look down on the Gunners. It's further testimony to Wigan's success that the names in the side are becoming more and more familiar. An unchanged team from the 2-0 win at Portsmouth last time out, with right-back Pascal Chimbonda having been rewarded for scoring in both the last two games with a brand new 4-year contract, despite only joining the club in July. Problems at left-back have forced one of the two Arsenal changes today. Gaël Clichy has imitated Ashley Cole by breaking his foot, and so Pascal Cygan's been drafted to fill in. Freddie Ljungberg's recovery from a hamstring strain sees him return in place of Jose Reyes. Cameron. McCulloch. Nicely flipped over the head of Cesc Fabregas, and managed to bring Francis into the move. This is Jimmy Bullard now. Delicately played in. Shot by Francis. Camera tries to turn. There's McCulloch. Off balance as he hit it, and he never really properly hit it. Francis had a go. Camera wasn't allowed to turn. He cleverly picked out McCulloch with a slice wide of the post and a let-off for the visitors. Fabregas. Henry. Caught late. Ariane Deseu went sliding in. I don't think there can be much argument about that. Captain of Wigan on captain of Arsenal. Henry has hit it. Bounced awkwardly in front of Filant. And he needed two attempts to gather it again. Nobody near to apply any real pressure, and well, he can see the funny side of it. Henry wasn't smiling. Just a little awkward. Arsene Wenger was a little perturbed as he arrived at the JJB Stadium. Arsenal caught in traffic, got here less than an hour before kickoff. There's Campbell. Lovely turn and run from Van Persie. Robin Van Persie to shoot, and it's through John Filant, and Arsenal have the lead. An awful mistake from John Filant. Shakes his head in disbelief. Van Persie spun clear of Deseu brilliantly, and then took a gamble. Fire one in. Went underneath the body of the veteran goalkeeper. Van Persie has scored 6 goals in his last 5 games now. 7 for the season in total, and it's Wigan Athletic 0, Arsenal 1. Paul Jewell's side had played 8.5 hours of football since they last conceded a goal before kickoff today. But it took Arsenal just over 10 minutes to end that run. Pires slots it through for Henry, all on his own at the moment. There's the awareness and patience to wait. Pires. Van Persie! Instinctive effort. Lovely Arsenal move. Pires spotting the chance to send Henry away. He waited and waited for the support. And then look at this from Van Persie. That is a striker who is chock full of confidence right now. Ljungberg. Gilberto. Slotted through by Fabregas to Henry. The rest was easy. You see Henry lifted his arm, demanding the ball played into him. Finally it arrived, and it's a cool finish. Nothing Filant could do about that one. Wigan 0, Arsenal 2. And Arsenal are setting about finally getting their first Premiership away win of the season in fine style. Chimbonda. Camera. Francis. Great big chance to get Wigan back into the game. It's a super ball in, and only Damien Francis will know how simple that was, or could have been. Henry. There's a shove in the back. And Percy on Leighton Baines, which has brought about the Wigan free kick. Baines. Deseu who leaps for it, and in went Camera. Wigan back in the game. Now Ali and Deseu went racing in two to try and get the ball back, and there's a bit of actors, and Graham Paul has got some sorting out to do. Wigan's joy and cheers has just turned to anger for a second. Chimbonda wants to get to grips with Lehmann. He'd be well advised to leave that alone. There's a yellow card for Jason Roberts. That's the first outcome of the melee. Jens Lehmann wants further punishment to be dished out. As Graham Paul writes Jason Roberts' name in his book, he explains to Jens Lehmann just why he's not doing anything else. The most important part of all that is that it's now Wigan 1, Arsenal 2, and we have a game again. This was Camera diving in to score. He did make contact with Lehmann as he went in. Nothing wrong with that. But then what happened? Everybody's trying to get the ball back. Wigan felt that Fabregas was delaying tactics. Roberts went charging into him. And that's what caused Fabregas to lie out in his own net. Back on with the game. Gilberto, ill-advised, fancy flick. Here's Roberts. Jason Roberts is in. Bullard tries to follow up. And it's Campbell and Toure who combine to make a rather panicky but effective clearance. Gilberto invited the danger, and Roberts has so much pace and power. He'll feel he should have scored. Pires. Henry found Van Persie. The return was just behind Henry. Henry once more, away from Chimbonda's challenge. Seagon stayed forward here. He was screaming for the ball, no way through. Henry spins violently off the challenge of Damien Francis. The free kick's finally gone to Arsenal, but it's for another tackle. Ireland builds the wall. Henry had to check with Graham Paul. He went for the whistle was the instruction this time. Henry hits it, and Henry scores a cracker. Pinpoint accuracy from Thierry Henry. Just glanced the inside of the post. That's how perfectly placed it was. What a player. He just seems to get better and better. Francis. It's broken from McCulloch. And he's found a way to Jimmy Bullard. It's still Bullard! Oh, a terrific goal. And in the last minute of the first half, Wigan are back in it again. They just won't lie down. Damien Francis helped start the move by winning the ball in the centre circle. Camera battled. McCulloch got it out of his feet to find Bullard. And look at that. That's terrific. Decided against the first-time shot. Steadied himself. Top quality finish. His second goal of the season. Wigan 2, Arsenal 3. What a game. Henry. Chimbonda wants Ireland to come for it. He's been caught out by Robin Van Persie. It's gone for goal. And Deseu decides that safety first is the best option. And Pascal Chimbonda's blushes are spared. What was he doing here? Ireland wasn't likely to come and claim the ball. And Deseu couldn't have any idea who was around him. Chimbonda's still involved in an angry exchange with his goalkeeper. Tester for Ireland. Campbell it was who rose high to head just wide. Arsene getting a little hot under the collar. Oh, Jules zipping up. Deseo can only head that backwards. This is Henry. Danger for Wigan. Van Persie is onside, but back comes Deseo. Danger still not over. Henry looking for Ljungberg. Chimbonda beats Van Persie to the knockback. Was it a little too casual between Henry and Van Persie? He just gave Deseo the chance to get back. All came to naught. Seagon. Too strong for Ljungberg. Accusing look from Seagon, who felt that the Swede could have reached that. Ljungberg returned the glare. Pires. Henry, wonderful. Fabregas. An Arsenal move that was easy on the eye, but only lacked the finish. Henry with some outrageous skill again. And Fabregas forced to hurry at the last. Oh, look at that. Oh, just bounced away from his right boot. Stefan Onsho. Latest of flicks from Camera to Roberts. Jason Roberts past Toure. And it ricochets over for McCulloch, just forced a little wide. Still numbers in there. Camera diving in. And what a super clearance it is from Sol Campbell. Just for a moment it looked as though Henry Camera might get his second of the game. Roberts began it all. Camera waiting for it. Campbell doing no such thing. Pires heads away the corner. Onsho. And that's Lehmann's all day long. Arsene Wenger can hardly bear to look. Still Wigan 2, Arsenal 3. All the goal action in the first 45 minutes at the JJB Stadium. Still wouldn't quite like to call it. Onsho. It's a hopeful one. Lehmann's not bothering to come for it. Roberts. Great control to bring it down. Roberts still going. And now Lehmann has gathered. Nothing more than a hopeful one from Stefan Onsho. Super control from Roberts. And he decided to battle his way through. Bullard. Onsho to Pascal Chimbonda. A slip from Taylor. He's gathered his composure in time though. Roberts. Sharply away from Toure. And delivered just behind Lee McCulloch. Was that the moment? The game was up for Wigan. They might not get a better chance to level it. Jason Roberts, brilliant. Toure couldn't handle him. And it's just a fraction behind Lee McCulloch. Deseo. Wigan going the wrong way. Onsho. That with John Filan. Crowd didn't enjoy seeing that. Now Onsho has got to get it downfield as quickly as possible. Another long look at the watch from Graham Paul. It's got to be booted. Onsho obliges now. Gilberto is in the right position for Arsenal. Onsho again. Gilberto again. Henry and full time. Finally, Arsenal for the first time this season have managed back-to-back Premiership wins, and they've won away in the Barclays Premiership for the very first time this season. All the goals in the first half. Jimmy Bullard give Wigan hope by making it 3-2. No further goals after the break though. Wigan's run, at least for now, is over, but once again they've given us terrific entertainment. Wigan 2, Arsenal 3.
Arsene, that was terrific for us. How was it for you?
Terrific as well. It was a good game, and with a very dynamic Wigan team who has shown why they are where they are. They were dynamic, direct, dangerous, and resilient, and I must say they've shown quality as well.
After all those clean sheets, a horrible moment for John Filan. You can't give Arsenal a lead like that.
No, you know, John's made a mistake here, but that happens in football. and then they go and score another one. You're thinking this is going to test us. But we passed the test, I think. You know, yeah, it was a fantastic game first half for a neutral, I guess. But you know, the best thing we can say is we've been on a good run. We've pushed Arsenal all the way today, and you know, we're going to try and take the positives out of that game because there was plenty of them.
I have to say that they deserve to be where they are at the moment. You know, they had a good run. They were not conceding goals, and as you saw today, they played really well. We go home with the 3 points. That is the most important thing. Once again, I repeat, against a good team today.
Barcelona have now said they do want Thierry. What's your feeling about the current situation?
Well, I'm not surprised that other clubs want Thierry. I feel that situation is down to me. I'm quite clear. I want Thierry to stay, and I want to develop the club. And I feel the team is developing well. Our young players come on. They are well surrounded by experienced players who give them good advice. And I feel that the team at the moment is growing with a great spirit, great unity, and as well great quality.
So Arsenal win their first away league game of the season, but another stunning performance from Wigan. Here's the Hansen verdict.
A superb 90 minutes. Wigan definitely deserved something from the game. Two great chances in the first 10 minutes. First one to McCullough. Great opportunity, should have scored. You can see his disappointment. Then ball on the right hand side into the box. Francis comes in. A great chance. Then the last minute, Roberts. Pace, strength, aggression, a little bit more composure, and Wigan would have got a draw. When you're defending against Arsenal, don't defend too high up the pitch, and don't get your centre-backs isolated. This is almost perfect. Two lines, no space in behind, no space in front. Arsenal pass it across them, then eventually they'll find a problem and no way through. This is the first minute. If Gilberto has a better touch there, look at Henry on the left-hand side, the wrong side of Oncho, clean through. Then 30 seconds later, same thing. If Van Persie has a better touch here, look at Henry. Lots of space in behind Oncho, he's never going to catch him. Same in the second half. Look at the space in behind here. Oncho in a terrible position. Any flick on, Henry's going to get onto it. He's onto it quick. Time, space, great ball into Van Persie. Should have done better. Here when it's played into Van Persie's feet, again the two centre-backs are miles apart. Van Persie goes forward, Oncho comes out of defence. That's a great tackle. But the same two players, Van Persie spins De Souza again. This time, no great tackle, and it's in the back of the net. And he's understandably delighted.
You've picked out a few faults from Wigan there, but by and large, tremendous effort once again coming back against a really strong team.
Because Wigan were terrific on the day, and I mean, they started in second, and at the start of the season, who would have thought would be saying they've got a great chance of finishing the top six? I mean, if they play like that, they'll be a threat against anybody. Because obviously Arsenal are a great sign. An
important result for Arsenal as well, win away from home in the league.
Mega important. They've struggled away from home this season. They went there, again, we said that Wigan are flying, and they got off to a great start. And defensively, they weren't terrific. Sol Campbell was good, but the other three in the back four were sort of shaky. Wigan scored two, had 4 or 5 decent chances. That's too many. But if you've got Henry in that irresistible form that he's in at the minute, playing the way he did, then you'll have a chance against anybody. I mean, always brilliant to watch, but absolutely phenomenal today when he was flicking and playing. And also Van Persie, who gives them sort of an option, more variety in the play, because he is more direct. So, you know, you've got Henry brilliant and Van Persie always a threat. You know,
there's no way he'll go to Barcelona. I mean, how could you fit Henry and Ronaldinho in the same team?
You'd have a
go
there,
right hand side, yeah.
What about the free kick though, Mark? It was quite an effort, wasn't it?
I mean, just absolutely fantastic, wasn't it? I mean, it's just the most perfect free kick. I mean, he wants to take it quick, and Graham Paul, we know there's history here, Graham Paul doesn't want to take it quick, so he has a semi-sulk, shall we say, and he just puts it in a position where Phelan can't get anywhere near it. It's absolutely 100% perfect, and this is great. Look at him now with the ref. Is that enough? But of course, you know, as you said, there is history, because this is the one he wanted and he took against Chelsea last season in the 2-2, and he obviously wanted to do that today, but he still has managed to perform it, and again he scored here. And I tell you what, I hope he doesn't go to Barcelona because you never ever get tired. Oh, do you see that where he went? There's a shot.
I did. I like his celebration, especially when he gets a bit arrogant.
Yeah,
It's like
certainly be bad for the game here if he went abroad. I mean, because it's just wonderful to see him week in, week out. Wonderful.
The Barclays Premiership table, as it stands, normal service has been resumed at Chelsea. A 7th straight home win extends their lead to 9 points. Wigan remain their nearest challengers despite a first defeat in 3 months, but Premiership heavyweights Manchester United and Arsenal have closed the gap. Bolton could overhaul all 3 of them if they win on Monday. It's proving tough on Wearside as Sunderland's 5th successive defeat keeps them marooned at the foot of the table. Birmingham will remain second bottom regardless of their result against Bolton, and Everton slide back into the bottom 3 following their heavy defeat at West Brom.